Welcome to another edition of Car Shiz, and behind us we have Dan's BMW M135i, which we are going to talk about today in our exciting new video.
But I need to show you how this thing sounds, because I personally think, I know it's my car, but I think this sounds incredible. So I've got the keys here, I'm just going to go and fill the exhaust. Ourselves a really nice road to give this car a proper test.
This is a nice road, I have to say, Dan.
Yeah, you've never been to this road.
I've never been on this road.
Honestly, it's going to surprise you.
Oh
awesome.
God, I'm loving it already.
Straight into a hairpin left. Let's go. See if we can get the back end out, is it?
This car, if you're cool with that.
This car is just phenomenal.
It's got some grip, isn't it? It grips. Oh, we've come across a Dacia Sandero, everyone.
Duster.
Oh, whatever it is. Something.
Yeah, you're right, it's a Sandero.
Sandero.
Oh God, the worst kind of Dacia.
Oh man, why does this always happen?
Anyway, back to the car. This car, rear-wheel drive, straight 6 turbo. You couldn't believe that this is actually a family hatchback. It's got 5 doors.
It's practical as well, isn't it?
Nice good-sized boot.
Well screwed together.
Very good build quality.
Nice touch plastics. It's a quality place to be. I mean, coming from my little Toyota, this does feel a definite step up in quality, I have to say. I
don't like to diss your car or anything, because I love the GT86. I think it's a brilliant car, but it's one of those cars that's got a lot of potential to go further. Yeah, if you know what I mean. Yeah. I think from the factory they almost toned it back a little bit too much. Yeah, they clipped its wings, I think. Yeah, they did. Yeah, so it's a real shame, to be honest. But this is you can tell you're in a premier product. This is what does this car new? About 30-odd thousand pounds? Yeah, I think this one 33 with the extras it's got. But you know what? It feels it. Yeah. It does feel that it should cost this amount of money. Well, this one's got the auto 8-speed box. 8 speeds? It is 8-speed. It's so smooth. It's just crazy. I mean, I got paddle shift. I've got the option of doing Tiptronic on the gear stick. Yeah. If I knock that across into sport auto, I can then knock it forward, knock it back, change gear. The shifts are very smooth on this. I mean, if you were just driving this thing around town, you just don't feel it. It's literally just like it's one gear. So it's kind of like the best of both worlds then. So when you want to just like be laid back and cruise in and just chill in, you can just chuck it into full auto mode. And it's your family car then, isn't it? It is, yeah. The missus can drive it, or whoever, or your nan, and she regularly does. Yeah. And then if you want to go a little bit crazy, a bit of you can turn all the traction control off, put it into Sport Plus mode, and it's like a proper animal. Yeah, I can imagine. Quite a scary car when it wants to be. Yeah, a small car, rear-wheel drive with what, 320 brake horsepower? 322 brake horsepower. It's a lot of power in a little car, isn't it? It is a hell of a lot of power. So having said all of those positive things about this car is by no means perfect. I've lived with this car now for the best part of 4 to 5 months. Yeah, so you sort of know the sort of niggles of it now. I'm starting to find little irritations with it. Yeah. Just as every car would, though, really. Yeah, it's natural. No car's perfect, is it? But hit me with it. What is wrong with this car? Well, where do I start? There's a couple of things that have already been mentioned on other YouTube videos. The first one I'm going to say is the wheels. They've got this silly little gutter around the inside lip of the wheel. You showed me that earlier. I was quite shocked at that. I was washing it earlier and there were just water, dirt, all gathered all inside it. It just puddles in the bottom and it's just a bastard to clean. So that's the first thing I would probably say. Other little things, these are minor things really, but the climate control system in this car really winds me up. You've got these lovely temperature settings on a nice digital control panel. Yeah, and then see those there. And then this silly little cotton cold vent just completely makes a mockery of the entire system. That's so old-fashioned though, isn't it? Because you got, like you said, you got this up-to-date digital display where you can set the temperature, and then above it, right between the vents, you got this like
1990 style toggle.
Yeah, which you set the climate control to 19 degrees, which you think, well, that would be a nice temperature, and then you go hot and cold because you can never quite get the temperature right, and it's like, how can
you have different variants of 19 degrees?
How can you have a hot 19 and a cold 19? So yeah, I mean, I suppose it's quite petty really, because a lot of people say, but leave it in the middle and don't touch it, and that's the end of that.
But why have it?
Yeah, why is it there? Another little irritation with this car, on the inside lip of the front arch, just on the front bumper, there's what BMW claims overspray. Is actually just it results in flaking paint on the inside of the arch. So,
and you don't want that when you're spending 30 grand on a car like this. You don't want to have flaky paint in your wheel arch.
Exactly. I mean, try explaining that to people when they notice it. Oh yeah, sorry about that on my 33 grand car. I just got a little bit of paint flake. But I don't know. I guess you just, if you're really that bothered, you just scrape it off, and it's not there anymore to bother you, is it? So,
no, I guess not. But is that everything? Anything else you can think of?
I mean, there's a few little niggles with the auto box. Generally, like if you put it into sport mode, leave it in auto, it just has a complete mind of its own. You keep trying to override it in manual because you don't want to be in like a low gear at 30 mile an hour. So you go and change up a gear, but then it just keeps wanting to override you and put it back into auto and change it down again.
That's quite common though, isn't it, with a lot of auto boxes, that they do tend to have a mind of their own and try and make the decision for you.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be quite nice if you could have a button that would just say, right, permanently override, and then a button that's permanent auto.
So I've decided to jump into the back of this car just to see how practical it is, what the legroom's like, and if it is a car that you could sort of use as a family car every day. If I was going to buy one of these cars second hand, what would you say that I need to look out for?
Well, there's not that many things really with these cars that I know of anyway. If you're going to go for the auto transmission, that is something that quite a few people do have complaints about.
Right.
Particularly with whining. First, second gear, sometimes reverse as well. I haven't got any of those problems in this car, but it's something I've been quite conscious of since owning it. Because obviously I did a lot of research before I bought this. So every car I went to test drive, I was like, is it whining? Is it whining? No, it's okay. So that's one thing to look out for. But however, you can fight with BMW, and quite a few people have had the gearboxes changed under warranty for it. So
a whole gearbox changed under warranty?
A whole gearbox.
Well, that's pretty good, isn't it?
I think I read somewhere it was at a cost of £5,000.
Yeah, it's not going to be cheap, is it?
No,
I mean,
so
an 8-speed gearbox.
Yeah,
like this.
I guess if you're going to buy a car that's out of warranty, it's something you want to be a little bit aware of.
That's going to be a risk, isn't it? If you get a car that's older than, what, 3 years the warranty on this car?
Yeah, this one's 2 years old, so I'm alright for a bit.
Yeah, so be aware of that.
Yeah, but so far this one's alright. I mean, another thing to look out for, they're quite common to have an exhaust rattle on cold start.
Right, yeah.
Which I actually had, but fortunately BMW kindly replaced the back box for me. Now what that is there's an exhaust flap in the back box which switches over from cold start to warm.
Right.
Basically shuts off one tailpipe and then opens it when it warms up. So it was that seems to like rattle or be loose, or I don't know, but the only way that you can fix that is to change the whole back box. Right. So I've got
again another thing to be
look
aware of, especially if the car is out of warranty.
Yeah.
Because it's probably something you're gonna have to replace.
Yeah. So let's see how Andrew manages it sat in the back of this thing while we go around some tight corners.
Yeah.
Ready?
So yeah, I'll just pretend to be like an elderly relative in the back. Oh god.
I am a little.
There's
conscious.
a little bit of lack of support here going on in the back of this car, to be honest.
I'm conscious of how expensive these tyres are as well.
I'm conscious of my spleen. Oh god. Oh, calm down.
See, that's another little thing with this box, is it keeps changing down every time I just move my foot a little bit further on the throttle, it changes down. Just stay down. Anyway, I can't actually end this video without first mentioning the elephant in the room. I don't know if
There's an elephant in the room?
I don't know if anyone's noticed.
Well, not in a room, we're in a car.
The elephant in the car.
There's an elephant. Where's the elephant?
You.
I'm the elephant.
Yeah,
why am I the elephant?
Look at that t-shirt. What is that t-shirt all about?
This thing.
What does it say? I'm the world's okayest...
my missus bought me this because she thinks she's got a sense of humour, and she's getting a bit annoyed.
The world's okayest racing driver.
Well, it actually says race car driver.
Race car driver.
Because it's imported from America. So I'm the world's okayest race car driver. Boogity, boogity, boogity.
And if you've seen the racing video from Castle Combe, then you will know that is very true.
She said she bought this because she couldn't find a t-shirt that said, "I crash well." So this was the next best thing. So if you're watching, thanks for that, darling. Cheers.
Yeah, you are the best. Yeah, so anyway, if you enjoyed watching this video, hopefully you did, and we've got loads of exciting stuff coming.
We do.
Stuff we're not too keen on talking about.
We can't divulge, but we've got some really exciting stuff in the pipeline.
Stay tuned, because there is something big
We've
happening.
got some collaborations happening, and it's gonna get interesting pretty soon. So if you really can just like bear with us and subscribe, that would be fantastic.
And hopefully we're going to do some more videos of Andrew's car. We'll do some more videos of my car. We've got the Black Mountains. They're only an hour up the road, so
Black Mountains are local to us.
Yeah, we'll see in a couple of months. Maybe we'll arrange a trip up to the Black Mountains. Anyway, yeah, subscribe.
So click subscribe. Do it. Do it.